After a couple of months at the top of Cape York, the Northern Peninsula area, hanging out with locals, hunting, sharing meals and learning about their life, it's time to head south. We've been invited to Lockhart River, an Aboriginal community on the east coast of Cape York, for a dance festival. This is going to be the first Indigenous dance festival in Lockhart River in 50 years. In 1973, the tribes of this region invited dance troupes from around North Queensland and Arnhem Land to the first festival of its kind. And now in 2023, they're bringing it back. You can't pass through this country without stopping at some of the most pristine and remote waterfalls in Queensland. With the whole place to ourselves, we lap up the beauty, enjoy the cool water in the heat of the wet season build-up, and sit and appreciate the fresh running water so late in the year in this vast landscape. You can see why this place is and always has been so special to the Indigenous people who call it home.
Oh, she's cute! How's it feel to be back in Lockhart, Dale?
Amazing. I love this place. It's so special. G'day guys, as I pulled up here to make a cup of tea on this big journey today, I thought I'd let you all know that this episode is brought to you by Shervy Power Products. Shervy had powered the canopy in the 79 series here behind me so that I can be out here on the road like this trip. It's been about 10 weeks living off-grid and I've got everything charging, everything powered, the fridge, the kettle, all the gear, all the camera gear is all charged by their custom made, it's made in-house as well, their lithium battery. I'm running a 300 amp hour lithium battery in the back of the 79. I've also got the inverter, the DC to DC, the 240 volt charger, the whole lot to power everything that I do out here in the bush. Now, Shervy is supporting me this season or this year and coming on board for the future because they really believe in what I'm doing out here, and that means a lot to me. So thank you, Shervy. But what does Shervy do? Besides, you know, in my 79 series, because of what I do, it's a bit of a custom fit out. But Shervy do plug and play power systems, from little ones for everyone that wants to go out and you know, do those weekend trips, to people doing, you know, traveling Australia and they want to live out of the back of their caravan or the back of their ute. They've got a big system for you. Pretty much what I've got in mind, but in like a plug and play setup. So check out Shervy Power Products on Instagram, and I'd really appreciate if you guys look for a power system to support them because they're supporting me and you guys are enjoying the show. If you could explain this festival, I suppose, you know, it's the first in 50 years.
Yes. First one in a long time, yeah, 50 years this festival was for, yeah. The first one we had back in 1973, and that was our first festival. So here is like the foundation of the festival before it got moved down to Laura Dance Festival, where it's happening now.
So it started here and then moved down there?
Yeah, start here, then move down there.
And you've had all this purpose-built site for the festival?
Yep, all these sheds here are put up, and the stage, all these facilities are here for the dance festival.
And campgrounds now?
Campgrounds, yeah, campgrounds. There's campgrounds just 5 minutes to walk just around the corner.
So the locals here in Lockhart River do want tourists coming in?
Yes, the locals do want tourists coming in. It's also eye-opening. It'll be eye-opening for them and for them to experience the culture.
Yeah. So the first festival, 1973, can you tell us what that means to you and to your people as to dance and to...
All it really means a really big thing to me because culture, you know, growing up here in Lockhart, growing up here is, you know, was around culture, and the important part of culture and keeping it strong for the next generation, yeah. Because culture is our identity, so that's why our culture identifies us, who we are.
And dancing's a big part of that culture?
Dancing a big part of it, yeah.
Yeah.
yeah. Like not only dancing, like well, dancing also is a part. Well, dancing is a big part of it. Also, speaking language, and also like going out on country. You know, like collecting, gathering, hunting, fishing. All that. That's part of culture.
Got him. That's a ripper.
So it identifies us, who we are as a Aboriginal person,
and that's been gone for, I mean, it was gone through mission days. That's what I was wondering. So why did these festivals come back, like in 1973, which is not that long after missions were really closed? Because I mean, mission days, culture, you know, dancing, hunting, language, everything was like beaten out of you as a people, and like they were trying to stop that.
yeah.
So I suppose once the missions closed down, it was quite a proud thing to say, well, let's make a festival where we'll all come back together and dance.
Yeah, I think that was the festival. I think it's part of like revival. Revival, yeah.
I like that.
Yeah, revival. So basically that's, yeah, revived us, and yeah, it's like a big revival that get us back, you know, to celebrate culture. Well, of course, yeah, very proud, and proud moment. That's keeping the culture strong and going on for us, next generation and the generation after. Yeah. Sometimes it's sad to see some people that, you know, they lost their culture. So up here in Lockhart, we should be really lucky, and we should be lucky and should be proud of that. We still have our culture here. Today, you know.
So you see that, because you travel a bit, you see that the culture here is a lot stronger than, say, suburbs of Brisbane and all the capital cities where...
Yeah, culture is, because down there, like, that's living really close to the cities, and that's why they really stop them down there in big cities, so they can't do their cultural practice. They practice their cultural practices, and yeah, so it's a bit hard. So, but up here, we're far away, we're in the bush, and we still get to do that because we're still close to our land and connected to our areas and our totems, and yeah, so that keeps us strong, and we still practice our culture up here today.
And lucky to have the elders that have passed it down and down.
Our elders have passed on our culture down from generation to generation.
Yeah, I could see that in you, you know, sitting there with you as you were painting up those young boys, and then you had the fella next to you again, what was his name?
Josiah.
Josiah, yes. I mean, he looked like he taught you, and now you're stepping into that role to teach these young boys.
So my upbringing here in Lockhart was always around elders. So that was, yeah, my upbringing was around elders. I was raised up, always around them, sitting by them, listening to them, going out on country with them, and collecting and gathering stuff for various things. And yeah, they showed me what bush materials, and yeah, and now it's time that, you know, like it's my time now to carry on and for the future of our young children, you know, and raising them up to be young, strong, cultural men and women. Yeah, men and women.
Yeah, men and women.
Josiah is like, he's my mentor.
Is he?
Josiah was my mentor and my teacher when I was young. So pretty much I learned dancing of him.
Wow.
Dancing, and so I became the man I am today because of him. I look up to him as a inspiration and a role model.
That's so nice.
Yeah, he's like my idol.
Wow.
Yeah.
And he's not, you related to him, is he?
Yeah, I'm related. Yeah, he's my uncle. Yeah. Especially here when it comes to our culture, the two things that keep everybody here and get everybody together is football and culture, like festivals and dance and everything. Yeah, so that's the two things that bring the 5 tribes together. Yeah, so here in Lockhart we have 5 tribal groups. That includes Wutati, Kukuyau, Utalanganu, Night Island, Umpila, and Kanju. Kanju is the tribe that is It's the inland people. Yeah, Kanju. Yeah, the inland people, like the Lockhart River and all that. Yeah, so Kanju is inland. There's two Kanju. There's like southern and northern Kanju.
And with the dance itself, it seems like in dance and in like dreaming stories and everything, there's always, it's not just a story, it's like there's a meaning behind it, like a moral, like to teach the kids morals.
Yeah, morals, yeah. So all of these, so back then our old people, they, it's like Dreamtime story. Back then, you know, in the Dreamtime, you know, there's a lot of stories. So what we did, we imitate these stories into dance. And that's how we tell our story, through dancing.
Because it's fun and then they remember it?
Yeah, they remember it, and and each dance, they represent a story, you know, like the bullock dance when Stockman goes out and brand the bullock.
Yeah.
Yep, in the cattle days. And then you have the manager dance where the stockman fell off his horse and then he walks over to the station and asks the manager if he saw his horse, and he never finds it, so he walks back to the creek and finds his horse. And then you have the eagle dance, which represents the eagle flying along the coast looking for fish. And then you have the parrot sisters dance, the two parrot sisters, that represents them running in the mangrove looking for mud shells, aqua shells. So all of these dance, they go like, all of these dance and song lines, they're like probably like over 200 or 300 years old.
Yeah?
Yeah, they're really ancient.
And what about the boys were in, I think you said they had the serpent on their chest?
Oh yes, and also the paint on our body. Yeah, the paint on our body. For us boys, the main paint on our body, it represents the rainbow serpent, which in language is Payamo. Payamo is the language for rainbow serpent. The big dreaming for rainbow serpent here in Lockhart it comes from the Kukuyao tribe, which is one of the northern tribes. So Payamo, he comes from there. So that's his skin, that's on our body. And then the other one is the wallaby, that we paint up as the wallaby. And the wallaby is from the language for wallaby is Piu. Piu. So that's in Night Island, Utalangunu tribe. Yeah, so that's where the Piu comes from, the paint and the design. And also the totem itself, comes from there. So there's two. We have Kukiyao and the Night Island. And then on the back, the thing, there's another paint that represents the frog. The frog, and then on the girls, the painting on their face that represents the sun and the moon. So in Dreamtime, Moon probably was a person,
like a creator or something.
So Moon plays a big part in the Dreamtime story.
Yeah, because I think a lot of people who watch dance, you know, they might see it on TV, they think it's just like any dance that happens in modern society. It's just a dance, you know, there's nothing behind it.
Nothing behind it.
But it really isn't. It's really this story and it's teaching and
that's it.
Yeah, it's very cool.
That's how, cause our culture go way back, probably way back, probably over 40,000 years. Yeah, our culture. So we're trying our best to keep it alive. Us as Aboriginal people, we have totem. We have totem. Each family as a totem has a representative, has an animal or a plant that actually represents the family, and that's the really connection that you have. It belongs to you, and it's like symbolizes your family. Symbolizing it. Represents your family, and it identifies who you are and where you come from. And
okay, and you have to look after that.
Look after it, because they are really like spiritual thing that. To you, spiritual thing that's connected to you. So for animal, you can't. For an animal, if an animal is your totem, if someone kills your totem, then you'll get sick.
So you have to protect it.
You have to protect it, because that thing is like, if someone kills your totem, it's like you getting killed too in a way.
Wow.
It really yeah, the connection. And sometimes our totem and thing, they guide us through our lives and our journey throughout our lives. Yeah, our totem.
Going off topic here, but with culture, you know, dancing, the whole lot, where does that sit for people like you who have travelled around and seen the world, and you're now teaching these younger guys? Is culture the most important thing to them, as opposed to like education or?
Oh yes, culture is really important. I think culture is probably one of the main priority in the community itself. Yeah, we have to prioritize, make culture, you know, our main priority. Yeah, culture is really, you know, really important, and we have to keep it up. And it's also, you know, like in the Western world, you have education, but also in blackfellow way too, that, you know, you have to educate them in both worlds. So basically, like us as indigenous people, we're actually educated in both worlds, you know, in the Western world and in our world,
But the culture is number one.
Yeah, culture is number one, because that includes all of the, you know, that includes the dancing, the hunting, the collecting, the gathering, the respect, integrity, you know, all that, and also the kinship and the laws, like the LORE law that we must abide by, that what was set by our elders. There's rules and regulation and protocols that we have to follow. Yeah, practicing culture is really good too, and also being out on country. I think when you get out on country, you're free and you connect back with your ancestors, you know, because they're there like watching us. Because the festival over the couple of days, there was, because we knew that the elders, they were here with us, all of our elders from all the tribes, 5 tribes, they were here in spirit watching us, you know, and you can feel their presence in the song line and in the drums and the clapsticks, and you can feel the presence of the old people, that they were present here, and so that
They'd be so proud.
They'd be so proud, you know, and
because the atrocities that they went through, you know, they were there when the mission days, when they were being beaten and stuff, and to now see you all still out here practicing culture.
You're still out here practicing. That's why the importance. I try to teach culture in the school. Teach language and culture, do dancing and all that. Keep it up. And also when you know, with the dancing and all that, and out on country, like down here on the country, and you have spiritual healing. You know, it's a spiritual healing.
And this, you know, part of what I'm doing, trying to show your culture to particularly non-Indigenous Australians, to try and bridge that gap, you know. What else do you think we can do to make everything better?
Well, I think everything better is a matter of, you know, like the young generation, kids and all that need to, you know, like respect and take culture and all that seriously. Because out there too, you also have different substance. You know, you have substance that can ruin everything, and so. But we just need to be really serious about keeping that culture going, and just listening mainly to our elders and taking the advice, and taking everything into account, and so I think that's important to close the gap by coming together and working as one.
Okay. It was very special being here for it, mate. I really, really enjoyed it. So did my family, they loved it.
No, it was good. That's good that you were here, and it's good to see you up here, and probably catching up with some of the guys you did a bit of film with there, like Tremaine and that.
Where are you? Wait, but let me. What does it? I'll actually vlog but come on. Will kill you, people at the theater. I'm never fight them. Yeah, you run me again, Goblin. Yeah, you run me again. I fight them, you right.